You're in Mississippi, and everywhere you go, tamales. Those magical little snacks of corn flour and meat packed into a corn husk. Tamales, tamales, tamales. So if you've ever wondered what Mississippi tastes like, it tastes like me, the tamale. My journey starts almost 100 years ago. It's 1930, and Mexican migrants are trickling into Mississippi. They bring along a taste of home, their version of the sandwich. Me, the tamale.
My great-grandfather came here from Mexico City, jumped the trains, ended up in Mississippi. He decided to make his family's homemade hand-rolled hot tamales. And in 1939, opened up this place and started selling tamales. You have to understand, this is a family thing. I'm the fourth generation. These same generational people who've been coming to the Big Apple Inn for the last 78 years are also generational. When they eat a tamale, they always have a story. My daddy used to bring me here. His daddy had the same kind of story. His daddy had the same kind of story. Tamales caught on here, and it became a staple in the city.
So there I am, winning over the Mississippi natives. And as I make my way up into the Delta, my location may change, but little did I know that the tradition of family most certainly would not. Just like Gino and his grandfather at the Big Apple Inn, I bring the Scott family together, a family who has gone on to be known as the first family of tamales in Mississippi.
In the early 50s, my father bought the recipe from a Mexican guy. My mother and father taught me. My sisters and my niece, all of us together, we making hot tamales. We just one big hot tamale family. Any business that's family-oriented, I think it'll last longer.
Much like the Scott family, the Doe family is made up of a long line of tamale makers. Doe's Eat Place is a landmark restaurant that helped propel me to become the backbone of Mississippi cuisine I've become today.
My daddy started this restaurant in 1941 with my mother. We've been here 76 years. Mama had a sister that was living here, and Daddy had a couple, 2 or 3 sisters that were living here, so they all came and rolled tamales. You know, a lot of people ask us, you know, how did tamales get prevalent in the Delta? It's been family. You know, the family's been here all the time.
As tamales made their way from Mexican culture to African American communities and on to Mississippi's white population, there's one thing that remained a constant: family, the most Southern concept of all.
You could go down alleyways anywhere in the city, you're going to find wild food. I mean, literally everywhere. There are things that are very tasty, very palatable. You can't possibly get fresher food. My name is Christopher Nyargesh, and I'm the founder of the School of Self-Reliance. I study the uses of plants, and I teach city people how to use them. If I lived in those, you could forage maybe for mushrooms. My whole life I've been interested in the outdoors. It's always been my love to feel more self-reliant, so I'm happy to be able to do that. Los Angeles really is a good place to forage. The fringes of parks, the edges of gardens, the edges of farms. I'm a very fast, efficient harvester. I'll take a bag and a knife, period. I have a mental map. I know where there's a lot of this, and I need that, I could go there. In the heart of LA, yeah, there's little pockets all over. People who have gardeners, as soon as the weeds come up, they cut them down. That's the biggest obstacle for me, regularly collecting wild foods. The challenge is in the way we view the so-called weeds. These are some of the most nutritious plants on the face of the earth, and yes, there are things that may be different than what you're used to eating. So we collected mustard flowers, radish flowers, pods and leaves, mallow fruits and leaves, yucca flowers, purslane and lamb's quarter leaves. It's just what I do as part of my normal diet. I do it because I just like doing it. I like the idea of making something from seemingly nothing. I could make a meal from just things that I've gone out and collected. I could make fire with sticks. To me, that's very empowering in a way, even if I never have to do it. I'm going to do a loop on each end. What I do on my classes, we're going to take people out and we're going to actually see the plants in the field. Let's see what we have over here. I get people from all walks of life who come to these classes. Some want something that's more nutritious. Some are the survivalists. Some want just a different experience of food, the foodies. I'm not in a position to solve the world's problems, but I'm in a position to convey to individuals new choices that they can make. So I'm happy to pass that along to others. It's an amazing feeling.
Arabs carry fresh vegetables and fruits around the city on horse-drawn carts. My grandfather's been doing it all his life. He's 80-something years old now. I've been doing it all my life, and it's been around 50, maybe 100 years before me. In Baltimore, you got markets around, but you gotta have a vehicle to get to them. It's gonna cost them to get there, cost them to get back. So it's beneficial to a lot of people for the Arabs to be on the streets.
Y'all have a good. Every morning, pull my wagon out, I get all the fruit together and design it up, make it look nice. And then I take the horse and put him in the wagon and I start on my day.
You mostly call out what you got on your wagon.
Sweet oranges and apple, banana,
Peaches also! When you come up and you see an elderly person just waiting at the door for you to come through and they give you their little list, that's a wonderful feeling. But they depend on us and we try to be there for them.
Arabs for life, baby. Arabs for life.
The kids, they love the horse. And I want them to be able to see that selling drugs ain't the only way to make money. This is what keep me out of trouble. This is what feed my family. This is what put food on the table, pay the bills, pay the gas. This is one of the oldest things in the city that's still going right now. This is history.
When I was a little kid, it was nothing for me to turn the corner and see an Arab, one right behind another sometimes. If we don't get a lot of people behind us and expose the Arab business, it might eventually die out. But my dream is to see it last forever, till the day I shut my eyes for good.
This story is about a secret restaurant in Madrid.
Oh, yes, tapas.
No, we are here for a Chinese treat.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. How did we get down here again?
Buckle up, that's a long story. It all started when we got a tip saying Madrid had this secret Chinese restaurant. The most authentic food ever, but very hard to find.
Let's go.
There was no email, no proper address. All reviews pointed to a mysterious underground location. We called the one number available. No response.
Oh, what a shame.
No, wait, we didn't give up that easily. We got a friend in Madrid to get to the bottom of it, and she got us the right directions.
Good thinking.
I got it. There are no signs, so follow these steps.
We got to Madrid and followed the very detailed instructions. Take notes, people. Go to Plaza de España.
Check.
Get to the southeast corner.
Check.
Find the parking lot entrance. Go down the stairs.
Double check. Oh, look, a sign for the restaurant.
Remember, there are no signs.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Go down more stairs. Go through the corridor, walk a bit.
Whoa, wait. I think that's it.
And that's how you find Cafeteria Yulungzu, better known as
地下室
Everyone meet Yulungzu and Lu Fengzu.
我们是夫妻，我们一起经营。
And these two serve some of the most genuine Chinese food in Spain.
That looks so good.
城镇里面像我们锅贴啊，然后我们清甜拉面啊，吃的比较多。
These delicacies are not just your average Chinese dumplings. They're from the couple's hometown, Xinjiang, and the surrounding province, Zhejiang, in southeastern China. It's actually where the majority of Madrid's Chinese population is from.
我们喜欢吃我们自己家乡的东西，所以我们就想开这样的店。后来开起来，我们亲戚都很喜欢，在老外也很喜欢。
Like, really like it. For a restaurant that was this hard to find, it seems like this place never stops going.
一周7天都在营业，基本上都会有客人的，对。
You gotta tell us who does your marketing.
广告我们没有啊，定位我们就没有定位了。
Ah, come on, mate. What about one for us?
We'll take that as a maybe. Ah, that was totally worth the trouble.
Please, can we stop filming now? I am really hungry.
Nestled in between the Skincare Love Beauty Spa and Advani's Pest Control School here in Elmhurst, Queens, is Indo Java, a 2-aisle mini-mart for all things Indonesian. But every Tuesday, it turns into the city's smallest restaurant with truly authentic Indonesian food.
Hi! Welcome to Warung Selasa.
You're in luck. You got the best table in the house.
This is the one. Have a seat.
It's also the only table.
My name is Devi Chayadi. I'm the owner of the Indo Java. We opened Indo Java 10 years ago. Every Tuesday, I cook right here for all the customer. We call Warung Selasa, so it means Tuesday food stall.
This little soubrette turned one-table pop-up restaurant isn't complete without one of the smallest kitchens in the world.
Our kitchen is very tiny. It's a love kitchen because just enough for 2 person.
2 people might be a stretch. It's half the size of a broom closet, but it doesn't stop Dewi from whipping up classic Indonesian fare like gudeg and rendang ayam.
Just like the original.
Yummy. Before, there is non-Indonesian store. It's difficult to find the ingredient from Indonesia and we miss the community. If we have a store, the Indonesian people will come here and then we still can talk Indonesian language. That's our dream, and then now it's happened. I'm not a professional chef. I don't have any education chef background, so I just learned from my mom. In the restaurant, the chef always hide in the kitchen. I like talk with the customer when I serve the food, so we can sharing the story. They always say it, next week I have to come again.